Alright, we are back, and now we're entering a ghost house. Yes, the ghost house do make a return here, and unfortunately, here there are two alternative pathways. First, we're going to take the normal exit, and right here, right off the bat, we got to be careful not to fly, because if the ghost touches us, then of course we lose our cape feather, and that's, we don't want that to happen. Now, the exit is actually up above us, but I'm actually showing off the legitimate way to exit here if you don't have the cape feather. You're supposed to re-enter a puzzle kind of room, and you're supposed to follow, you know, different directional inputs. It's a ghost house that's messing with you, but you're just supposed to do these dumb tasks until you hit a switch that has a green vine. Yeah, so the legitimate way is you have to go back and forth and make that a green vine spawn. Alright, got the P switch right here. Press it. And we go... Yeah, but this time we don't go left because it's tricking you. It's messing with you. And there you go. That's how you're supposed to do the level legitimately. Yeah, this ghost house does play tricks on you, so don't be alarmed if that happens. Alright, so it's going to be one of many ghost houses that has alternative exits, unfortunately. But it's not too difficult. Alright, see you in the next area. Okay, now that we transition back into the ghost house, now we're going to take the alternative pathway, which is in the beginning, it's above our heads. You need the cape feather for this. So quickly go to the right and then fly up here, and that's it. Simple as that. Just run all the way to the far right, and that's it. It's so simple. And this alternative pathway will lead you to the secret area, which lets you stock up on power-ups and a free Yoshi. And you can use that area over and over again to refill your items. So that's cool. Alright, and that's it. Simple as that. Yeah, so the secret area, it's really cool, and I would recommend you use that area to refill on your items. Alright, see you then. Alright, now we're in the second ghost house in the Donut Plains. This is the secret ghost house, and this ghost house has two exits. Of course, like naming one ghost house doesn't have only one exit. Yeah, so right here we're gonna take the alternative exit, which will lead us to a secret path, which means that we have to take on a boss fight. Not too difficult. And we have Big Boo right here in our way. But Big Boo's not really a threat. In fact, all of these enemies are really not a threat when you have the cape feather. Like, seriously. Like, the cape feather, I mean, you could just do so much to intimidate your foes, it's not even funny. Oh, the fire flower. Actually, the fire flower is kind of actually useless in this game when you think about it. I mean, it's a fun weapon, yeah, for the first world, but once you get the cape feather, there's no point on going back to the fire flower. There really isn't. I mean, for what? Just to nuke enemies with the fireball? There's some enemies that are immune to the fireball, like the buzzy beetles. So why spam like 3-5 shots just to take out one medium-sized enemy? While the cape feather, when you spam it, it takes out any enemy that gets in your way. Alright, the door's gonna go away soon, and we should be fighting the boss right now. Alright. Yeah, so this boss fight, I gotta do is grab this block and throw it above King Boo's head. Do that 3 times, and it's an easy win. Just be careful where you position yourself, because you have these smaller Boo buddies that are next to you. So be careful. Try not to be in the middle, because then one could be on the opposite side and you could get hit cheaply. But we took care of Big Boo, and try not to use a block and try and go down the pit. That's happened to me before, because I tried to speedrun this. Alright, later. Alright, now we're transitioning back into the ghost house. Now we're gonna take the legitimate exit. And as you just saw right there, you saw the preview of the Star Road. Yeah, I'll be showing off the Star Road later in the game. I don't want to do that right away. It'll be late game stuff, and I'll show that off in its own separate video. Yeah, so the Star Road, the basis of the Star Road is it basically lets you go to Bowser's castle, similar to how the warp pipes did in the previous installments. Yeah, so theoretically, you could actually beat this game in 10 minutes if you're a speedrunner. Just by going through this ghost house, take the Star Road, do the 1 level, go to the far right, and then you're right into Bowser's castle. It's really simple. But where's the fun in that? I want to show off all the exits, I don't want to beat the game that fast. There's no need for that. Alright, now we take this power block here, and now we take the regular exit. See, you gotta go fast. Hey, Sonic ain't the only one that can go fast. The Cape Feather, I'm just as fast. Nice. And now we're back in the bonus stage. Alright. Let's see if we get lucky. Alright. I was feeling it earlier. Very rarely do you get the all stars. Very rarely do you get all 9 items, which will give you 9 1-ups if you were to get the whole tic-tac-toe. Oh well. At least we got 1. It's better than nothing. Alright, now we're in the second stage of the Donut Secret. And right here we have ice physics. Oh, that's just great. Don't we all love ice physics? Yeah, but it's not really that bad. I mean, like I said, you have the Cape Feather, so you can just bypass all this if you want. Or you could be like me and try to do some exploring. Nah, I meant to do that. I wanted that Starman just to rampage over everybody. Because, quite frankly, I just want to get this done as quickly as possible. And my jump got gimped. I don't know why. I thought I had enough momentum to fly. Guess I didn't. Aw. Yeah, so this stage is really not that long. In fact, a lot of these stages are really short, actually. Yeah, right here, step on all these Koopa Troopas, you get a free 1-up. Nice. And the exit's right here. Yeah, so a lot of these alternate pathways are really short, but hey, I don't mind it. The less the better. Alright, now we're in Donut Plains 3, and now we got the athletic theme back. Alright, because I love this kick-ass theme. Yeah, so the this stage has a lot of heavy platforming to do, but we got Yoshi, we got the blue shell, and we could just say fuck this stage. We could just fly out of here. Yeah, that's the awesomeness of having the blue shell. Lets Yoshi fly instantly. Just wait until we get the blue Yoshi, where the blue Yoshi, any colored shell that blue Yoshi eats, lets him fly instantly. And then of course it gets a secondary power up. So if you were to eat a red shell with a blue Yoshi, you could breathe fire as you spit it out, which is cool. So you get 2 powers into 1, and I love that. And I'll be showing that off later. But we don't even have time to talk about the stage. Alright, now we're in Donut Plains 4, and here is the multicolored shell, and now Yoshi has the power of all 4 shells. He can fly, he can breathe fire, and he can ground stomp. But there really is no purpose for the ground stomp. I mean, for what? We're just gonna be flying anyways to avoid all these obstacles, and we breathe fire at the end. So it gives you all 3 power-ups. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't give you the projectile shot because you're spitting fire, so there's no need for that. Yeah, so look at that. We've already gone halfway through the stage, and it's been like, what, 15 seconds? It's unreal. And now this Paragoomba, apparently scaring my Yoshi. Now you become Yoshi's lunch. Nice. Yeah, so right here, this part right here, not too hard. Let's see. Get a Starman right here, and just say, fuck this area, just run like a madman. Yeah, this part right here is really easy. If you have the Starman, you can just traverse through all this and call it a day. Just fly, ignore it, and that's it. Simple as that. Ooh, and I got a 29. Nice. Yeah, so... yeah, these stages are fast, and I love it. Alright, later. Alright, now we're entering the second castle in World 2. We're entering Roy's castle. Yeah, so I didn't even get to talk that much about these worlds. I mean, the first half of World 2 was very long, had a lot of boring stuff, but by the time we unlocked all the goodies, everything else was just easy. Well, that's good. I like going fast, especially in a Mario game. That's very rare to say. Yeah, so Roy's Castle's really not that much of a threat. I mean, it is platform heavy, but with the Cape Feather, this castle's a joke. And of course, the boss fight, spoiler alert, is a joke too. Yeah, so right here, you just have these moving platforms going back and forth. Be careful not to get crushed. That's basically gonna be the gimmick, is just trying not to get crushed, and make sure you have precision on your platforming skills. But with the Cape Feather, platforming is thrown out the window because you can control which way you're gonna land with the Cape Feather, because you can position yourself in a good position where you don't have to fall down a pit or mistime your jump. It doesn't have to be pixel perfect. Yeah, so right here, be careful here. Try not to get crushed like I almost did right there, and give yourself a little bit of a leeway. Yeah, and try not to bum rush it too. Don't rush it. Like, take your time. I know you want to go as quickly as possible, but try not to bum rush it. This stage right here shows you not to bum rush because you could get crushed, or you can mistime a jump and fall down a pit. So be careful. Alright, good thing we activated that green block right there, or else that would have been kind of a tricky jump. And I lost my balance there. Well, it doesn't matter. Get a green power up. Let's get the Cape Feather and throw this Dry Bones out of here. Now we face Roy. And this boss fight is so piss easy. Just jump on his back. And when Roy lands, make sure you jump. Otherwise you'll get stun locked. And you'll get cheaply hit by Roy. So that's basically the gimmick. And the walls do creep up on you. So try to finish him off as quickly as possible. Like that. Look at that. The fight didn't even go 15 seconds. It's pathetic. I know in the newer Super Mario Brother games, they do put up a better fight, but this is just sad. Oh well, see you in the next world.